Hi ladies, today's topic is 5 secret thoughts a man has when he's totally into you. And you're probably like, Mike, why do we need to worry about his secret thoughts? If we're in a great relationship, wouldn't he just communicate them to me? Well, that would be wonderful. Unfortunately, as we know, men are not always great at communicating and showing their emotions. So I built this video for you today so that we can get into that brain of his and see what's actually going on in there. So we're going to get into it right after this. I'm Mike Goldstein of Easy Dating Coach, the most efficient dating coach in the world. All right, number 1. I'm not going anywhere. He has that secret thought, I'm not going anywhere. Let me illustrate it with a story. My buddy had a birthday, and he's dating a woman, and she's visiting him and is staying at their house. And on the birthday, he gets cookies sent to him from another woman. Now, the other woman was just totally 100% one of his very good platonic, never went anywhere, never anything other than friends for cookies. Anyway, she gets wildly upset that he got sent these cookies and literally goes after him in terms of yelling at him and being like, why are you getting sent these? Like, why is there this other woman? And just so on. And it caused a big fight. But ultimately, he had this mentality that I'm not going anywhere. You can't push me away. You can say whatever you need to say. I'm going to be your rock here, and I'm going to take and absorb these comments right now because I'm not going anywhere. And so the big takeaway from this is you can't scare away the right guy. Let me say that again. You cannot scare away the right guy. Now, in this story, I would love to know, from a female perspective, who's right in this situation? Or maybe both of them are partially right. Is the guy not culpable for getting cookies from another woman? Or should he be very apologetic and be fixing this immediately? Go in the comments. That's not the point of this video, but I think it's an interesting topic, and I'd love to hear from you. All right, number 2 secret thoughts he's having is, oh boy, I'm falling for you. So this secret thought, sometimes he's going to tell you. And then you might even feel him pull away a little bit. Or maybe when you get to your most intimate point, you feel him pull away a little bit. The reason this is happening is this is his most vulnerable state. As a single man, he got to do whatever he wanted, and nothing could hurt him because he didn't care about anything that much in terms of like a female partner. Obviously, he cared about his dog, his family, whatever. But I'm talking about a female partner could not hurt him because he never cared about them enough to be able to get hurt from them. If someone he was in a situationship with just broke up with him, he's like, whatever. But once he's falling for you and totally into you, his armor is now off. He's vulnerable. Like, you can pierce his heart now. So this is very important, that when you see him falling for you, that if you're feeling the same way, put yourself out there as well, so you're both on a level playing field. All right, number 3 for 5 secret thoughts a man has when he's totally into you. Number 3 is game on. And what this is imagine you kind of are poking at him a little bit, your boyfriend, and testing him to see if he's going to stick it out. And this one woman did this to my college friend when they were dating. She said, you're probably not going to want to date me because I'm taller than you. You'll break up with me at some point because you're going to want to experience other women. And frankly, this was very tough. So this was my college buddy that I lived with in college, and his girlfriend, he was like 5'4", and his girlfriend was 5'8", so she was like 4 inches taller than him. And this was literally his first relationship ever. This was the woman he ultimately lost his virginity to. And so this guy had no experience with other women and was dating someone 4 inches taller than him. And he comes to me, and I wasn't a dating coach then. I'm, 20 years old. And he says, Mike, like, you've been with a few women. Like, I've never been with another woman. Like, do you think I should, like, go out there and experience college and experience more women? And I said to him, listen, like, buddy, I've been with women. You've got something special. You should hold on to this for dear life because I can see how happy you guys are together. And just getting that experience it's not going to be anything, life altering, but what you guys have is life altering. You could have a family, a life together, and something for the next 80 years plus. So he's like, you're right. Like, why am I going to throw this away? I'm so happy. And this is the first time some woman's actually been into me. So he goes, I don't care that I'm shorter than her. I don't care that this is my first experience. Game on. And he went back into that relationship like, I'm going to make the most of this. I'm going to have the most fun possible. And long story short, this is now like almost 15 years later or so. The guy's married to her. They've got 2 or 3 children. Like, they're happy as can be. So game on. All right, number 4 of secret thoughts is, does she like it? When we are really into a woman, it is so important that she loves what we're doing. It just gives us such fulfillment. So we're constantly trying to please you, kind of like a little puppy, like, I want a pat on the head. We want that. We want our treat. And so we're constantly doing this. I have a story. So I was 16 and I was dating an older woman, a 17, turning 18-year-old. Turning 18, it was for her birthday. So I'm like, I am going to put out all the stops and show her that I'm into her. So I got tickets to the 9 Days concert. And so we went to 9 Days. Then we came back to my house and we went in my basement. And I said, here's a key. Or I said, here's a piece of paper. You can read it in 15 seconds. I go running upstairs, and this sets her on a scavenger hunt where it takes her around the house to all these wonderful memories of things that we did in those locations. So scavenger hunt, bump, 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 which ends in my bedroom where I listened to her, and she told me she loves massages. So she opens the door, and once again I listened to her. I had her favorite chocolates built into a heart on this bed that was built into like a massage table where I got her favorite lotion, her favorite chocolates, and I was going to give her a full body massage. So I gave her the full body massage, and the whole time I'm like, does she like this? And once it got to the point, of course, I'm asking her like, are you enjoying this? And obviously she was ecstatic at the efforts I went to. So fast forward, literally the next weekend, we were in a somewhat long distance for kids relationship. She lived like 30, 40 minutes away. Next weekend, I finally see her again, and she breaks up with me. And the reason I'm telling you that part of the story is the reason why I do this business and why I'm here to help you is I was upset. Like, I was devastated. I'm like, I just had this amazing week, this date for her, and I really care about her, and I'm into her, and then she dumps me. So, which is fine. Ultimately, we weren't right for each other, and we were 16. But part of that triggers why I do this work is I want you to know if a guy is totally into you. I want you to be so aware that things are right and that you're not going to get hurt and you're safe to be vulnerable. So that's what we want to accomplish here in these videos. All right, so number 5 is I want to share this with you. So example of this is when I was dating my ex-fiance, she wasn't a soccer player, and neither was really her family. But one time I had a game on the water in Hoboken, which had this beautiful view of New York City. And all I wanted to do was have her come. She came to plenty of soccer games because I love soccer. That's my passion. And so I got her and her entire like big family of like 10, 15 people and my family. So we had like 20 people come watch me play soccer. And it was basically the perfect day for me around people I loved and doing what I love, playing soccer. So a guy is going to want to share things with you when he's really into you. All right, team, let's reiterate the 5 secret thoughts he has when he's totally into you. Number 1 is, I'm not going anywhere. Number 2, oh boy, I'm falling for you. Number 3, game on. Number 4, does she like it? And then number 5, I want to share this with you. Lovely ladies, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have amazing relationships where he's totally, totally into you. And we'll see you next video. Oh, and if you want to watch more, we'll put some up here and here. Click away. You're going to love this stuff.